guys, and welcome to day 18 of Vlogmas. Today I'm taking a different tack with the vlogs and I'm just going to chat to you guys. So I want to talk to you a bit about your pets and animal lovers and animals in general. So when I was a kid, I couldn't have a dog or a cat because I lived in a flat. But what I did have was a goldfish and two teddy bear hamsters. And one was a white one and one was a brown one. And their names were Chester and Nippy. Now they were, oh my gosh, they were the cutest fur balls ever. And it wasn't the cutest thing to clean out their cage, but we had lots of fun with them, and they would sometimes escape from their cage and roam around in the flat, and that wouldn't be a good thing. I remember once we went on holiday and my grandpa had to go and feed them, and he left the cage open, and when we got back, Nippy was nowhere to be found. And it was quite scary, but we found him. He was just roaming around the flat. I've always wanted a dog or a cat as pets, but I wasn't fortunate enough to have them. And one day I will have a dog or a cat. I want to get one right now, but it wouldn't be fair to the dog or the cat because I will be working every day, and the dog or cat will be here in the flat home alone, and that just wouldn't be right. So one day I will be getting a dog or a cat or a puppy or a kitten. I prefer to have a puppy over kitten, but Glenn prefers to have a kitten over puppy just because he grew up with cats in his home. And yeah, I don't know. I think I prefer having puppies or dogs because you can interact with them. They interact with you, and you create this bond, and you can play with them, and I think they're just wonderful animals and pets to have. I've always wanted a Saint Bernard as a pet because I grew up with Beethoven 1 and 2, the movie, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get a Saint Bernard. And they're huge and fluffy and just, oh, so amazing. But now I think I've kind of like jumped from dog to dog. I really like sausage dogs, and I really like huskies, and like Yorkshire Terriers as well. Yeah, I prefer bigger dogs to smaller dogs. At one point I wanted a Doberman, and those are like the most ginormous dogs ever, but I think they have really, really kind hearts, and oh my gosh, I just want to go get a puppy right now. I also wanted, when I was little, a rabbit, a tortoise, and guinea pigs. And at one point I also wanted a horse or a pony. I think these animals go through a lot of kids' heads. I think you change over time and you want different things, and due to some certain circumstances you don't always get what you want, and I definitely didn't get what I wanted. But I did get hamsters, which was really good. At least I got some sort of pet. I also did keep silkworms as well. I don't know what possessed me to keep silkworms, and those are white worms with black stripes on them. I don't know if you guys had silkworms as pets, but a lot of kids in my class were keeping them in shoe boxes, and you'd feed them mulberry leaves that only eat a certain type of leaf, and that was mulberry leaves. And they'd eat and eat and eat until they got really, really fat, and then I still remember the smell of the silkworms. They have like a really distinct smell. But anyway, they'd eat and eat and eat until they get really fat, and then spin cocoons, and then they would turn into moths. And after they come out of their cocoon, they'd lay eggs, and then they would die. So they have like a few weeks of lifespan, and then the little eggs will hatch, and then more silkworms would come along, and then the whole process would start again. So yeah, definitely enjoyed that experience of silkworms, and yeah. It might be strange to some of you, but silkworms were the thing in school when I was in school. Wow, I've been speaking for a long time about pets. So I'm going to cut here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and yeah, just a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!